Sugar gliders are adorable little pets to have in your home, but you must keep in mind they are still relatively wild creatures. When you bring a glider home, start by working on bonding with it. You can also attempt to potty training your glider, though this mostly consists of working on routines and knowing when your glider needs to go. Like many other animals, you can use clicker training to teach behaviors and tricks, though keep in mind that some will take to clicker training more readily than others. How to train sugar gliders. This video will tell you bonding with your sugar glider, training a glider to stay on you, working on bathroom training, and training sugar gliders to do tricks. Welcome to dailyneedstudio.com. Method 1. Bonding with your sugar glider. Number 1. Let the glider have a few days to adjust to your home. Don't start training or handling your glider the first day you bring it home. Let it have 2 to 3 days to get used to its new surroundings. It'll be much calmer after a few days. You can start to offer a few treats after the first day, such as dried fruit or freeze-dried vegetables. You can even put baby food, applesauce, or plain yogurt on your finger. Offer it to the glider to lick, and let it come to you. It may not come over in the first couple of days or even weeks. When offering the glider treats, move slowly and use a soft voice to talk to it. Try not to startle it and definitely don't try to pick it up. Number 2. Place something that smells like you in the cage. Wear a small piece of fleece or other non-shredding fabric near your body for a day. Place the piece of fabric in the cage where the glider sleeps. That way, it can get used to your scent. Number 3. Sit with the glider in a glider-proofed room. Pick a small room, and block any escape routes, including stuffing a towel under the door. A bathroom is a good option, but block the drains and close the toilet lid. Bring the bonding pouch with the glider in there, and encourage it to come out by placing treats near the pouch opening. Don't try to pick up the glider when it's out of its pouch. Let it come over and explore you. If it comes toward you, give it a treat. Try to do this for an hour each night at the same time. Typically, all you need to do to get the glider back in the pouch is leave it open on the floor near them. You might put a treat inside if the glider is hesitant. Number 4. Wear the bonding pouch or put it in your lap the second week. The bonding pouch is a little pouch the glider will sleep in. Many come with lanyards or strings so you can wear them around your neck. Wearing the bonding pouch with the glider in it helps it get used to being near you. You can wear it throughout the day. Give the glider a chance to hang out in its cage, too, to get a break. Number 5. Avoid pulling away when the glider bites you. The glider may try biting when they're first getting to know you because they're scared of you. For this type of biting, start by not pulling back if the sugar glider bites you. That tells it that its aggression worked, it got you to back off. The key to stopping this type of biting is to continue to spend time bonding with your glider. Be sure to wash the bite afterward. Number 6. Distract teenage gliders from biting with a treat. Even if you bond well with your glider, it may try biting during adolescence. Think of it as teenage rebellion. Typically, they'll grow out of this behavior, but you can do a few things to discourage it. You can try offering a treat, for instance, to give it something else to do. It's difficult to train this behavior out of them, as it doesn't see it as a bad behavior. Therefore, distraction is your best option. Another option is to blow gently on the back of the glider's head, as it doesn't like how that feels. Number 7. Start touching the glider's tail when it's eating a treat. To get it used to being petted by you, you can work on touching its tail at first. Just touch the tip of the tail and pet it lightly, so the glider can get used to the idea. You can't get the glider to stay on you until you get it used to touching you. Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no. Method 2. Training a glider to stay on you. Number 1. Train your glider in a small room. Make sure you're working in a small room, as you want the sugar glider to stay close to you. Plus, a glider will climb on things or try to escape, so limiting distractions is a good idea. A bathroom is a good place to start. Make sure to plug the drains and put a towel under the door. Number 2. Bring the glider in its pouch into the room with you. Most gliders hang out in the pouch even when they're in their cage. If you've been wearing the pouch, just take the pouch in the room with you. Number 3. Open the bonding pouch so your glider can come out. While you're wearing the pouch, open it up for the glider to find its way out. Use a few treats to lure it out of the pouch if you need to. Keep in mind that gliders are nocturnal and will be more willing to come out at night. Number 4. Place the glider back on you when it jumps off. Your glider will likely try to jump down once in a while. When it does, just place it back on your shoulder or near the pouch. That tells the glider that it needs to stay on your person. Number 5. Move to a larger room. Once your glider stays on you most of the time, you can try moving up to a larger room. Keep in mind, though, that gliders always need supervision when they're out of their cage. They can escape through very small holes, too. Gliders are expert climbers, and they can get into anything within reasonable reach. Number 6. Encourage your glider to hang out in your pocket. Most gliders won't need much encouragement, especially if the pouch isn't nearby. Just open the pocket as the glider goes by, and it will often crawl in it. You can also place a few treats inside to encourage the glider to go in. If you prefer, you can continue to wear the pouch. Some people even wear gliders in their bras. Some people let gliders stay on their person all throughout the day, they only come out to use the bathroom and get a snack or drink of water. If your glider isn't trained to stay on you, don't do this in open spaces. Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no. Method 3. Working on bathroom training. Number 1. Stimulate the glider. Stimulate the glider to use the bathroom right after leaving the cage. Place some newspaper or paper towels down on a table. Hold the sugar glider in one hand, exposing its back end. Use an unscented baby wipe to gently wipe its back end, encouraging it to use the bathroom. Continue wiping off and on for about a minute. Let it release urine and feces, and when it stops, wipe a bit more. Number 2. Let the glider. Let the glider go from hand to hand over the paper towels. As the sugar glider tries to escape one hand, hold up the other for it to crawl into. Keep going back and forth for a couple of minutes, and the movement will stimulate it to go to the bathroom more. Number 3. Use the wiping technique again. Once you've got the glider moving, help it finish up by wiping its back end again. This action should encourage it to get rid of anything it has left, and you can place it in your pocket or let it roam after that. It shouldn't need to go to the bathroom for 2 to 3 hours. Number 4. Keep up the training for several weeks. This routine will slowly train your glider to use the bathroom immediately when you take it out of the cage. You will still need to hold it over the newspaper, but it will likely go on its own rather than needing your encouragement. If your glider is having accidents, try going back to the training routine again. Number 5. Take the glider. Take the glider to the bathroom when it comes out of your pocket. Many sugar gliders like to stay on their humans throughout the day. They'll hang out in your pocket. When they stir or stick their head out of your pocket, that's a sign they need to use the bathroom. Basically, if your sugar glider starts moving around, take it out and hold it over newspaper or a paper towel, lifting its tail so it can use the bathroom. You likely won't need to do any wiping, but you can if the glider doesn't start going. Number 6. Work on litter box training. Pick a corner of the cage the glider already uses for the bathroom. Clean out the cage completely. Place a small litter box in that corner, and put some of its feces in it. If you see your glider using the box, reward it. If it doesn't, pick up the feces, and place it in the box. Don't use cat litter, particularly clumping litter, as the glider may eat it. Instead, use shredded paper, grass pellets, or paper pulp. Fleece or paper towels are also options. There is some debate on whether sugar gliders can be litter box trained. While they won't hold it until they get to a litter box like a cat would, you may be able to train it to use a litter box in its cage or even when it's out in a room. Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no. Method 4. Training sugar gliders to do tricks. Number 1. Purchase a clicker to use for training purposes. A clicker is a small device that makes a quick clicking noise. Clickers work well because they provide a consistent noise that you can make immediately after the animal does something you like. You can find pet clickers at pet stores or online. In a pinch, you can also use a clicking ballpoint pen. Number 2. Pick a small area for training. You don't want your glider to be roaming all over while you're trying to train it. You can use a bathroom or even just the bathtub as a place to train, though make sure to plug the drain. Also, put down a non-slip mat in the tub. Give your glider a chance to explore the area before you start training, so you'll have its full attention. Once it starts looking interested in you again, you can start training. If you use the whole bathroom, plug the sink drain, too, and close the toilet lid. Also, shove a towel under the door as gliders are escape artists. Number 3. Establish that a click is good by offering a treat. Using a clicker or a ballpoint pen, make a clicking noise. Immediately follow that with a small treat. Repeat the process until the glider understands that click is good. You'll know because it will start looking for a treat as soon as you click. For healthy treats, try small pieces of dried fruit or freeze-dried vegetables. You can also use freeze-dried meats with no additives, which you can find online. For slightly less healthy options, try plain Cheerios, almond slivers, yogurt drops, or plain Chex. Because sugar gliders aren't the most trainable animals, you may need to use the click and treat every single time, even after they seem to get it. Number 4. Work on getting the glider to come to you. When the glider looks at you, click and offer a treat. When it starts coming towards you, click and treat again. You can even tap your fingers on the floor to encourage it to come your way. Keep in mind that clicker training can be used to encourage or train any behavior. Just watch for the behavior you want to train, and click and treat exactly when it happens. Number 5. Add a cue word. Once you have the glider reliably performing the behavior, use a cue word as a command. For instance, you can say, "Come," and scratch the floor. Click and treat when the glider comes towards you. Be consistent with the cue word you use. Not every glider will be able to learn cue words, so keep that in mind. Number 6. Teach the glider to target touch. Place a ball or other object in the training area. You're going to teach it to touch its nose to the object. As soon as the glider starts moving towards the object, click and treat. Repeat each time it goes towards the object. Once it touches the object with its nose, change over to clicking and treating only when it touches the object. It's best to try this trick in a very small area first, so the glider has to visit the object at some point. Add a cue word like touch when the glider comes over and touches the object. Number 7. Work on hoop jumping. Place the object you taught it to target on one side of the hoop and the glider on the other. The hoop should be touching the floor. As soon as the glider starts going through the hoop, click and offer a treat. After a few times, move the hoop up a little. Click when the glider puts its paws on the edge of the hoop and provide a treat when it comes out the other side. Add a cue word to tell the glider you want it to go through the hoop, such as jump or hoop. Tips. Gliders like being in pairs or groups, and training will be more efficient if you work on them in groups. They especially enjoy having others around when you're working on bonding with them. Warnings. Don't try to discipline a glider. They won't get it, and they'll resent you instead. Positive reinforcement works much better.